Hello everyone, welcome back to Anshul Gupta MD, your trusted resource on everything related to thyroid. Today I'm going to talk about top 5 herbs that can naturally help to support and heal your thyroid conditions. So let's get started. But before we start, I want to present you a medical disclaimer that this video is only for information purposes. If you are going to make any changes to your regimen or to treat your thyroid, please consult your doctor. So let's get started. The very first herb which is helpful for your thyroid condition is black cumin or Nigella sativa. Now, this is actually very different from the regular cumin, which is used in Indian spices. This is actually used in Algerian medicine and has been used for a long time for treating thyroid condition. Now, the new research studies actually suggest that black cumin oil can be very helpful for people with hypothyroid and Hashimoto's condition. A new research study was done which showed that just 8 weeks of treatment with black cumin oil was able to normalize thyroid hormone levels. It improved their T3 and T4 levels, as well as it was able to reduce the thyroid antibodies, was able to reduce the inflammation markers, and more importantly, it was also helpful in reducing weight. So that's the reason black cumin is very important, that can be very easily used for helping with Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism condition. Now, the main mechanism of black cumin oil to help in these conditions comes from an active compound which is called thymoquinone. This bioactive compound has several anti-inflammatory properties. It boosts your immunity, it lowers inflammation in your body, as well as cell survival. So these are all the mechanisms through which black cumin oil actually can help your thyroid condition, especially if you have Hashimoto's condition. The second herb which is very helpful for your thyroid condition is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an Ayurvedic medicine which has been used for centuries for various medical conditions, including normalizing your thyroid. There was a recent research study done which showed that using 600 milligrams of ashwagandha on the daily basis was able to normalize thyroid hormone levels in several females who was taking that herb for that amount of time. So you see, that's the reason ashwagandha is very useful. Ashwagandha works by normalizing your hormone levels in your body, especially normalizing the HPA axis, which is the pituitary axis which controls your thyroid and various other hormones. Ashwagandha also helps improve the cortisol levels in your body, and we have seen that cortisol also drives a lot of inflammation, especially in thyroid patients. And that's the reason by normalizing the HPA axis and normalizing the cortisol, it helps improve the thyroid conditions. The third herb which can be very useful for thyroid conditions is ginger. Yes, ginger is a magical spice which has been used for centuries for cooking purposes, but most people don't know that ginger comes with a host of medicinal benefits and has been used in a lot of medical concoctions. There was a recent research study done in just 2022 which showed that people who took ginger at 500 milligrams twice a day, that showed significant improvement in the thyroid levels, especially improvement in gut related symptoms like constipation, like improving in their digestion, improving in their weight, that they were able to lose weight. It also improved in their memory improvement, especially brain fog symptoms, and also normalized their inflammatory markers. So ginger can definitely be useful for your thyroid, especially if you have hypothyroid and Hashimoto's conditions. Now, the main mechanism how ginger works is through these polyactive compounds that ginger has, which are called gingerols. These are all polyphenols which have anti-inflammatory properties. They also have properties to lower inflammation in the body, as well as they also help boost your immunity and have several antifungal as well as antibacterial properties, which again safeguards your body from getting several infections and safeguards your gut health. And we know that the gut is directly related to thyroid. And thus, by improving your gut health, ginger also supports your thyroid health. So this is ginger, which can be very helpful as an herb for your thyroid health. The next herb, which is very useful again for thyroid patients, is called Bacopa. The Indian name of this herb is called Brahmi. Again, this is an Ayurvedic medicine which has been used for centuries for various ailments, especially for issues related to memory, brain fog, and also dementia. Bacopa has shown to be very beneficial. But recently, interestingly, Bacopa has also shown to be beneficial, especially for thyroid patients. It has been shown that taking Bacopa for significant amount of time actually improves your thyroid levels, especially it can improve your T3 and T4 levels. So if you have hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's conditions and your T3 and T4 levels have been running low, then Bacopa can be very useful. Several people with thyroid conditions continue to suffer from memory issues, especially brain fog and also forgetting things. And Bacopa can be very, very useful, especially if you have memory problems. Because Bacopa is also an adaptogenic herbs which specially work to rebalance your hormones in your brain as well as rebalance your hormones in your thyroid gland. And thus, by reducing inflammation, boosting your memory potential, it is very, very useful for thyroid patients. The fifth herb which can be helpful for thyroid condition is buggleweed. Buggleweed is especially helpful for people with hyperthyroid and Graves disease. In this condition, their thyroid gland is producing excessive amount of thyroid hormone, and buggleweed has shown that it can reduce the production of thyroid hormone in these patients, as well as it can also reduce the antibody levels in Graves disease and hyperthyroidism condition. So buggleweed is a very great herbal supplement, especially if you have Graves disease and hyperthyroidism condition. So you see, these are the top 5 herbs which can be very useful for your thyroid conditions. I hope now you understand what can support your thyroid gland. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.